Hello and welcome to another Fistful of Steam review. Today I'm looking at the latest offering from Disney in the Star Wars franchise that is catering more towards children. But does it hold any interest for long-term Star Wars fans that have been let down so much by other recent outings in the galaxy far, far away? After watching a few episodes, I believe the answer is yes. Unlike, in my opinion, recent poor writing and bowing at the foot of agenda over substance, this outing seems to have had its money upped in the visual and writing realms, with a mostly solid cast on a fun little ride around the galaxy. If you don't mind its focus on children and its borrowed reimagining of parts of other Disney properties like the Goonies, it's a fun little jaunt. So, with the revealing of spoilers in mind, let's get into the first episode. Episode 1 starts with a pirate ship attacking a freighter. The pirates send across boarding parties, and once the freighter crew are subdued, a helmeted figure boards and instructs a crew member to open the vault. When he declines, they laser their way in and find it empty bar a single Republic credit. Voices of dissent rise and the leader of the pirates is deposed and captured. The opening scene post-Skeleton Crew logo has a kid playing with two figures on a bed. The oddity is that he's lying on the floor while he's doing it. I guess this gives the chance for a reveal of sorts when he sits up, but I'm not convinced this is how kids work. Anyway, his father calls him not to be late for school, and our first Skeleton Crew member, Wim, dutifully has his breakfast and runs off to catch the bus. We get to see some nice visuals of the clean, futuristic neighbourhood Wim lives in, and then it's time to meet the second member of the group, Neil, a blue elephant boy with a penchant for fake Jedi jewels. They take the bus to school and on their way catch a glimpse of the other main child characters as they rush past on a speeder. These are Fern and KB. As Wim and Neil disembark from the bus, we get a look at the all-pervasive policing droids that direct society on this planet. Later, in class, Undersecretary Farah informs the students tomorrow is Career Assessment Test Day, where the kids will get assessed for their future jobs in society. After school, Fern and KB recklessly speed their way into a breakdown, and it's a blown power converter that may put them out of a race for this weekend. The next morning, Wim misses his bus, and so takes his mini speeder trying to follow the same course Fern took the previous day. But it's plain he's late for career day. Speeder bike mischievousness ensues, and how this is a shortcut is beyond me. The kids from the bus are already sat down and taking the test by now. Anyway, Wim falls into a small ravine and calls for help. On trying to climb out, he finds a hatch in the side wall of the ravine, but before he can investigate further, a droid on patrol calls him to heel. While waiting to see the principal, Fern arrives and strikes up a conversation. She's here because of her bike antics. Wim's dad comes out from the principal's office not too happy he was called away to deal with this, and while Wim tries to explain what he found, his father's not interested. Fern's interest is piqued though. Later, Wim goes to get Neil to investigate the hatch he found earlier, and they make their way through the woods. On arriving, they find Fern and KB there as well, and after much digging and a little electric jiggery-pokery, the hatch opens. On investigation, they find a droid with its hand on a lever, and one accident later, it's activated and seals the entryway. Having no option other than to investigate, they visit the engine room, and after hitting it with a blunt object, everything lights up to show they're actually in a buried ship. After being told not to touch anything, Wim jams his finger into a blinking button, and the ship powers up, lifting itself from its dirt grave just in time to be seen by Wim's dad, who was trying to find his son. The ship orientates itself above the trees and climbs into the atmosphere. The ship appears to be on autopilot and clears the green sky barrier that surrounds the planet to emerge into open space. The next thing they know, the engines have engaged hyperspace and the ship blinks out of view. The end. I don't think Skeleton Crew's all that bad, given the fact that you have to world build in the first episode, unless doing it all via flashbacks like some programs do, so the first episode is always going to be a little slow. The effects were nice, the music good and the acting serviceable. I'm going to rate it a 7 out of 10 as a kids show. Kids I think will enjoy it, and there's something here for adults too. That's all for now. Catch you on the next one.